Hello, Marketista! Finally, we're on our fifth lesson in special topic in marketing management. Handa na ba kayo? At sa araw na to, pag-uusapan natin ang multicultural marketing. Pero ano nga ba ang multicultural marketing? Ayon sa ating libro, ang multicultural marketing is a practice of marketing to one or more audiences of a specific ethnicity. Typically, an ethnicity that is outside of a country's majority culture, which is sometimes called the general market. Dito, ang paraan ng pagbebenta ay isang ring paraan ng pag-intindi sa isang ethnicity na tinatarget natin na bagong pagbebentahan ng ating produkto. Dito, hindi lang tayo basta-basta nagbebenta, kundi iniintindi din natin at tayo ay nag-a-adapt. Sabi nga dito, you are urging the brands to look deeper into their target consumer demographic and outline specific motivation, aspirations, and purchase drivers. Dito ay pumili tayo or naging mas specific tayo sa consumer segment na ating pinagbebentahan base sa kanyang ethnic at socio-cultural patterns. Dito nagbibuild tayo ng deeper emotional connection na kayang mag-increase ng chance ng conversion nila o pagbili para sa ating brand. Tara, mas pag-usapan pa natin to. Focus on understanding. You study the culture, their values, their language, and habits of a specific group before you market to them. Example, nung nagbenta ang Jollibee ng kanilang produkto sa US, they make ads about OFWs coming home for Christmas. They understood that for Filipino abroad, Jollibee tastes of home, not just a fried chicken. Next, they are targeting specific segments. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Instead of one big ad for everyone, you create ads for a specific ethnic culture or group. Example, in GCash, they run Lunar New Year promos with red envelopes and Chinese soda themes to target Chinese Filipino customers separate from their regular promos or separate from their regular customers. Third, it builds deeper connections. You make customer feels that, naiintindihan ako ng brand na to. Alam nila kung ano ang kailangan ko because it respects their traditions. Example, Nike Pro Hijab. Nike listened to Muslim female athletes who couldn't play comfortably. By solving that, they build huge loyalty and not just sales. Fourth, avoid stereotypes. Don't use lazy or offensive portraits. Be real and respectful. For example, sa ads ng Dove, they use real beauty campaigns. Instead of showing one only type of beauty, they featured women of different skin tones, sizes, and ages, including Filipina with morena skin. Here, they are not showing stereotypes, but they are accepting the whole nation. Lastly, the goal is empathy, not just selling. What it means, lead with care, respect. The sale comes after trust. Example, sa mga Smart or Globe, di ba kapag bumabagyo, they are giving free calls, they weren't selling, they were helping, and that build lifetime trust for their customers. Now, let's talk about the importance of multicultural marketing. First, it reaches more customers. You tap markets that big brands ignore. Example, yung Mang Inasal, they expanded to Mindanao and used halal-certified menus, local dialects in ads to reach Muslim customers. Next, it is important because you are building trust and loyalty. When people feel seen or your customer feels seen, they stick with your brand. Example, Mercury Dog, hiring staff who speak Bisaya, Ilonggo, Ilocano, and provinces. Customers feel more comfortable and keep coming back, diba? Third, mahalaga ito because it avoids misunderstandings. Sa colors, words, symbols means different in different cultures. Research prevents offenses. Example, sa Coca-Cola, once had white cans for Christmas in Japan. Kaso, yung white naman daw ay mourning doon. Mourning sa mga patay. So, sales drop. Now, they adapt colors per culture. Diba? Mahalaga din daw pala ang mga kulay at simbolo. Hindi naman dahil gusto nyo lang yung white, ibebenta nyo na siya ng white. Dapat maintindihan din natin na sa ibang mga culture at sa ibang mga bansa, ang mga kulay ay may iba't iba din na kahulugan na dapat iwasan ng isang brand kung gusto nating mas kumita pa. Fourth, mahalaga to kasi it makes the brand look inclusive. People see your brand as modern and respectful of diversity. Example, sa Bench when they are featuring LGBTQ and PWD and different ethnic models in fashion shows. People say Bench is for everyone. Lastly, it increase sales opportunities. What it means, new culture, new needs, new product. Diba? Unilever launched Clear Men shampoo with hijab care in Indonesia and or Malaysia. Product made specially for Muslim women, new market, new revenue. Dito, sinasabi na mahalaga yung multicultural marketing dahil kung may papasukin kang new culture, may mapi-figure out ka din na bagong pangangailangan nila. At kapag may bagong pangangailangan, may bago tayong product na pinoproduce. At kapag pangangailangan yun ng customer, mas binibili nila yun. At kapag bumili sila, mas kumikita naman tayo. Sure, at yun ang kahalaga ng multicultural marketing. Sana naintindihan natin. So, to conclude, ang multicultural marketing pala ay isang way of marketing or pagta-target ng bagong mga customers sa isang bagong ethnicity. At sa paraan na ito, kailangan daw meron tayong pag-iintindi, respeto, at research. So, para mas naiintindihan natin ng customers at mas nafe-feel nilang naiintindihan sila at binavalue sila as a customer. At dahil doon, mas binibili nila yung product at mas kumikita naman ng isang brand. So, yun lang. Sana naiintindihan natin ang multicultural marketing and pag-usapan pa natin siya sa mga susunod.
How to approach multicultural marketing? Multicultural means creating marketing strategies that consider the different cultures, needs, preferences, and behaviors of customers. Hindi kasi pare-pareho ang mga customers, kaya kailangan ng company na intindihin muna ang culture ng kanilang target audience. Hindi rin sapat na i-translate lang ang advertisement sa ibang language. Kailangan maging relevant at appropriate ang message para sa culture ng target customers. Mahalaga rin ang research at pakikinig sa customers para malaman kung ano talagang kanilang needs at preferences. Dapat din iwasan ang stereotypes para hindi ma-offend ang isang cultural group. Mahalaga rin na diverse ang marketing team dahil ang iba't ibang backgrounds at experiences ay makakatulong sa paggawa ng mas authentic at inclusive na campaign. Maganda rin humingi ng feedback mula sa mga taong kabilang sa target culture group bago ilabas ang advertisement. Real life example, si Coca-Cola uses multicultural marketing by creating advertisements that reflect the different cultures, traditions, and celebrations of people in different countries. For example, during holidays and cultural celebrations, si Coca-Cola ay nag-adjust its campaigns to match the local traditions and values, making the brand more relatable to its customers. So in simple words, multi-marketing is about understanding, respecting, and adapting to different cultures so that a brand can connect better with its customers.
To be able to be successful on multicultural marketing, here are the following things that a company or marketing team must do. First one is, marketing team must study the cultural differences. Dito daw po is dapat pag-aralan ng mabuti ng isang marketing team yung mga preferences, needs, wants ng isang diverse or malaking audience na nanggagaling sa different culture. Para daw po mas makapag-adapt pa sa mga panibagong magustuhan ng mga consumer and makareach yung mas malaking audience. Next one is adapting campaign that understands multicultural consumers. Dito daw po is dapat magkaroon sila ng kahit pa paanong campaign na nagpapakita na naiintindihan ng company na yon yung multicultural consumers. Next is innovative, creative, and heartfelt campaigns. Dapat daw po is para mas ma-reach pa nila yung that specific multicultural consumers is dapat creative or nakaka-relate yung mga consumer na yon. And next is inclusive and without any stereotypes. Dapat daw po sa campaign na yon is napaparamdam mo na importante sila or sila talaga yung nire-reach mong mga consumer and then walang kahit anong stereotypes na nangyayari or discrimination, ganyan. And next is promotes the growth and positive relationship with the brand and target group. Dapat daw po is when you're promoting the company or the group itself, hindi lang nakapokus about sa company yung binabanggit dun sa campaign na yun. Dapat daw po is nag-create ng positive relationship with the brand and the target group that you're promoting. For example, you're promoting product na involve yung mga target group na to. Dapat daw po is kasama sila dun sa mga sinasabi ng promotion na yun or ng campaign na yun. Kumbaga, brand and then yung target group about dun yung mga sinasabi ng campaign. And next is, who are multicultural consumers? Multicultural consumers are typically younger. Business must keep in mind that age also play a role on how this potential customer think and act. It's important to keep in this demographic change. Dito daw po is yung mga multicultural consumers is yung mga kabataan simula sa 17 pataas. Kasi nga daw po sa pagbabago ng panahon ngayon is yung mga ganitong consumer is sila na yung madalas bumili or mag-consume ng mga iba't ibang product. And then, para daw po makasabay sa mga competitors or sa mga others or mas malamangan yung mga ibang company is dapat daw po is alam mo kung ano yung mga dapat i-reach mo tulad nila mga multicultural consumers. And it's important din daw po na mga mag-keep up sa mga pagbabago dun sa demographic change. Tulad nga nito na mag-a-adapt ka sa iba't ibang consumers from different culture na maaring i-recommend pa sa iba din yung product mo, ganun. Next is, let's go to, who are multicultural consumers? Multicultural consumers are typically younger. Businesses must keep in mind that age also play a role on how this potential consumer think and act. And it's important to keep in this demographic changes. Dito po is, yung mga multicultural consumers is yung mga kabataan, nag-range sa 17 to 20. And then, yung mga business daw po is para maging competitive or to stay competitive with others is that they must keep in mind that age also plays a role in how a potential customer think or act or kung paano nila iniisip kung paano bilhin or paano gagawin nila sa product na yan. And then, mas madali daw po targetin yung mga ganitong consumer kasi nga sila yung madalas nasa social media or madalas mag-impulsive buy kahit hindi naman nila kailangan yung bagay na yan. Or probably, they are the age wherein kapag kailangan nila yung product na to, bibili na agad nila or pag na-reach sila ng product ng company na yon is hindi sila magdadalawang isip na bilhin yung product na yan. If they feel special on how that company works on their campaign, they're probably bumili sa product na yan.
I'm Leslie Shane Nardo and my part is about multicultural marketing strategy. First, use technology to reach a young and diverse audience. We need to use technology to connect with younger and diverse audience like social media, hashtag, and analytics help us to see what is trending. So, kung saan active ang Gen Z, doon din dapat pinipresent ang mga brand. For example, mas trending ang TikTok. So, dito nila pinopost or dito nag-search sila ng mga latest trends or style. Second, don't make assumptions about multicultural audience. So, dito, don't assume na pare-pareho ang multicultural audience. Each group is a difference depending on generations and language. That's why research is important. For example, bilingual ads works better for first generations immigrants, while second generations prefer campaigns about identity and modern style. Number 3 is about create empowerment for multicultural communities. Empowerment builds trust. Brands should give minority groups visibility and representations. Kapag nakikita nila na included sila, mas nagiging loyal sila. For example, a beauty brand uses diverse models to show inclusivity. Number 4 is about clarify your core message. The core message must be clear, emotional, and inclusive. Dapat relatable sa lahat ng backgrounds. For examples, sa foods company, pinopromote niya yung idea that sharing meals bring families together. Simple pero universals kasi family bonding is important in every culture. Number 5. Commit to consistency for success. Consistency is key in multicultural marketing. Campaign should not be limited to one-time events or cultural holiday. Brands need to show inclusivity all years around to build genuine trust. For example, Google runs exclusive campaigns continuously, not just during cultural celebrations, which strengthen consumers' loyalty. And last strategy is include a budget for multicultural initiative. Brands should invest and include a budget for multicultural project. Kapag may budget, pinapakita dito na serious sila about inclusivity. For example, Abang funds local cultural event to connect with diverse customers. That effort shows genuine interest in the community.
Good day everyone, my name is Prince Prakash Baldonado from BSBA 3D Group 5 and today I will be reporting the 5 practices for creating multicultural marketing strategy. So first is analyze data pouring in from your CRM and DMP platforms. So bago ka gumawa ng advertisement is tingnan mo muna yung mga customer data mo. Halimbawa, kung nakita mo yung isang coffee shop na ang coffee shop na yun is Gen Z, madalas bumili ng mga iced coffee tuwing umaga na maaari nilang ito yung mga possible information na pwede nilang gamitin para malaman nila kung kailan at kanino nila ipapakita yung ads ng isang coffee shop. And then, next po is number 2, bolster your data insights with third-party research and focus group. So, wag lang tayong umasa sa sarili nating data. Gumamit din tayo ng research, ganyan, at sa mga focus group, yung mga target market, para mas malaman natin kung ano ba talaga yung gusto ng iba't ibang customer. Let's say for example, sa Asian market, pwede nilang malaman kung ano yung gusto na skincare product ng mga customers. Dahil sa pagre-research nila, mas mapapadala yung target market nila and alam nila kung ano yung gagawin nilang advertisement para doon. And then, next po, number 3 is plan your channel selection and activation calendar carefully. So, yun nga, tulad na sinabi ko, kailangan alam mo kung sino yung target market mo and dapat kung saan sila madalas pumunta, saan mo sila madalas makita. So, and yan, let's say for example, sa Gen Z ulit. Sa Gen Z is, ang target is mas gumagamit sila ng mga TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. So, yun yung mga kailangan mong gawin. Kung older customers naman is maaring mas effective sa kanila yung mga Facebook, TV, dyaryo, yun yung mas effective sa mga iba't ibang customers. So, dapat alam mo talaga kung sino yung target market mo para mas malaman mo kung paano mo sila i-approach the way sa online ba, sa TV, sa dyaryo, something like that. And then, next po, number 4 is ensure diversity and inclusion in the decision-making process. So, syempre, mahalagang may iba't ibang kultura at pananaw yung sa marketing team. So, sa ganitong paraan is mas maiiwasan yung paggawa ng advertisement ng maaaring makasakit o makapag-offend sa ibang kultura. Let's say, syempre, sa isang company is hindi lang naman isang pare-parehas yung pinanggalingan na culture ng mga empleyado. So, may iba't ibang culture na pinanggalingan. So, mas mape-prevent nila yung paggawa ng advertisement na against sa ibang kultura kasi marami silang mga employee na ay ganyan na mali yan, ganyan sa culture namin, mali yung ganyan. So, mas mape-prevent nila yung pag-offend sa mga customers and sa kultura din ng iba't ibang tao. And then, next po, number 5, analyze constantly and relaunch at the right moment. So, syempre, hindi natatapos yung marketing pagkatapos ilabas ng advertisement. Syempre, hindi lang tapos na agad yun. Syempre, pag nag-advertise ka, dapat long-term yun. So, kailangan tingnan natin yung reaction ng customer bago gumawa ng changes, kung kinakailangan na hindi ba naging effective yung advertisement natin sa ibang customer. So, kailangan nating maintindihan yun. So, let's say for example, kung mas naiintindihan ng local customer yung like Bisaya kaysa sa English, maaaring baguhin yung mga language advertisement, something like that. So, dun pa lang is mare-relaunch mo na, mababago mo na kagad kung ano yung mga dapat gawin sa isang advertisement. So, yun lang po. Thank you.